What's up, guys? Back again with another Strikes and Strangles. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a little bit of a fight analysis, and we're going to start with Joel's fight from yesterday at versus Fight Night 8. So, just starting off, Joel, how do you feel today?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sore. The left leg's a little bit beat up. I think that third round was, yeah, I left that open. So gonna go sit in the pool, get some cold on it just to get that to start healing. I got a stitch in the left eye from the cut. But yeah, other than that, feeling strong.
Obviously, a game opponent, kickboxer from Mama Lady Warriors. How did you feel going into the fight? Where was the mindset? What was the game plan? Tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, look, it was a little bit of a tough camp, this one. I mean, I just fought for the GFC title 2 weeks ago. That was a 5-round fight. I lost with a rear naked choke in the fifth, so I had a massive amount of energy used there. Straight after that, I actually ended up getting sick and was on antibiotics for 5 days, so I couldn't actually really train for this fight. I think I had two days of training, but thankfully I was fit enough from the previous fight to actually just take this one. Yeah, the second part you said, how did I feel going into it, or what was the
Yeah,
game plan?
what was the game plan? Because obviously your opponent
Yeah.
was from Melody Warriors and a kickboxer, and he's pretty good. So,
Yeah, so I mean, Versus introduced me as a grappler.
mm,
I don't see myself as a grappler. Yes, I am grappling heavy in my previous fights, but the game plan was exactly that. It was to grapple, take him down, and put on a performance that's going to be one to remember.
mm.
Um, so that is what the game plan was. Um, from my previous fights, I try to not psych myself out so much, and think about what my opponent is good at and just focus more on my skills. But yeah, the game plan was go in, take him down, see what happens, and go from there. And yeah, that's not what happened.
Yeah, yeah, interesting. We'll touch a bit on a few moments now. And then obviously versus back at Hartfeld Arena, I think back at. How did you feel about the venue and the process of the day? I mean, I'm usually there, so I wasn't there, so I didn't get to see the process and stuff. So how did you feel about that? Is it
Yeah.
better? Is it worse? What do you want for the
Um,
next one? That kind of thing.
Yeah, look, I absolutely loved it. That venue is it's a lot bigger. The way they put it on, it feels very, very special. You can definitely see that the level of the promotion is just getting better with each event. The level of show that they're putting on is absolutely amazing. This is my third
Mm.
event with them, and it's been the best one yet. Absolutely loved it.
Okay, and then obviously you were on the main card, and you guys got fight of the night. So how do you feel about that, and what do you want for your next one?
Yeah. So I've been on the prelims for a while now. I think this was my eighth fight, and it's only the second time that I've been on the main card. So in my previous one, I sort of psyched myself out, making this big thing. So for this one, I tried to just look at it like any other fight. Um, but yeah, being on the main card for versus, man, what a feeling. You just go on and you gotta put a good performance on. Got fight of the night, so that's amazing. It wasn't the plan. The plan was to go in, get it done in one. Didn't happen, but ended up putting a banger show on for everyone in attendance and everyone who viewed online. And then yeah, what's next for me? I've got nationals coming up now in April. So we're gonna go there, try and perform well. In terms of versus title shot, man, I think that's where it's at right now.
Look, that's
Um,
quite interesting. Let me just touch on that because well, I'm going to apologize in advance. Maybe I shouldn't be letting this go, but the flyweight title is now going to be vacant as of April. So it should have been now as of March, but as of April, the flyweight title will be vacant. So maybe that is something that works out. You get a title shot up against whoever they want to put you up against. There are a few
yeah, look,
names that I'm not going to mention them because I feel bad about putting it on video, but I feel like maybe that is the next step.
yeah, look, right now where I'm at, I've got a couple of things that I need to work on. From last night's performance, there was definitely some things that I didn't really perform well in, and I kind of disappointed myself in. But whoever, doesn't matter.
Okay,
The answer is yes.
there we go. And then yeah, I'm going to click play. Um, volume seems okay. Might not be, but this is the introductions. So I'm actually going to skip through a little bit forward.
He weighed in at 56.7 kilograms.
Look, I think this fight for me, the biggest thing for me was just letting the dog out. I've come in a little bit too reserved in my previous fights, and I just wanted to let the dog out there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So that's the
I
main
mean,
goal.
100%. Maybe that could be your nickname now, the Joel the Dog Slim. I mean,
Maybe it
that's
should
pretty
be.
fitting. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, our face off the morning of was quite intense, so I knew that he's coming to bring a good fight, and yeah, I was down.
okay.
Going into this fight, I did have a cut on my right eye, so I did expect to bleed.
Yeah. And
You'll see massive film.
that opening, let's just chat about that. Obviously, you guys have just seen it on the screen. You open with the flurry into the takedown, and you lift him up and take him to the middle. So I see here, sorry, I paused it by accident, but also on purpose. I did want to talk about this. On the takedown, your slam was kind of off, and I see you like almost knock yourself out here with your head. Is this where the cut comes from?
No, I think the cut comes from the next grappling exchange. I actually don't know where, but on this one, I actually didn't want to slam him. When I picked him up, he was like flopping around like a fish on my shoulder, and I didn't try to slam him, but I knew I was going to lose him, so I thought, okay, let me just try get him on his back. But he does a very good job throughout the fight in getting this tight whizzer on whenever I get him on the floor.
Okay. Okay, and then obviously that leads to the reversals. I don't know if we're going to show them, but I mean, it did happen. So that's one of the things you were mentioning you will work on is just the base on top. But yeah, so how
again, with the face off, I knew he was going to come out hard, so I came out hard as well.
Okay, and I mean, we're going to see this now. I think you eat a head kick, yeah? I can't remember where it was. You did eat one from the side, slip through, and I was wondering maybe if the cut came from that. And that was actually, so we'll just touch on that. For me, that was a question on the first round. How the judge is going to score the possible kick that cuts your eye versus I think you get, is it 1 or 2 knockdowns this round? I can't remember.
I think it's 2 knockdowns this round.
It will be. I think it's coming up now. There, that one. That's what I thought was the kick.
Yeah. But I mean, if you pause it there, I don't think I'm leaking. So
no, not yet. But the next exchange, it does kind of move. So we'll see.
Yeah.
And there's a slip. Let me just touch on that. How was the canvas? Because there's a few times where I think you could have finished, but it looked like you were Tokyo drifting.
Yeah. I don't know what it was. I mean, I've not had a problem in the past with slipping on the canvas. I have rolled my ankle a couple of times in this cage. So I don't know what it was, but yeah, I was struggling to keep on my feet this fight, especially in those key moments.
Yeah. Well, we'll see a few, but let's carry on.
That right hand landed.
Yeah. And grinding.
Nice single leg, get the decent single leg straight into mount. Now I mean, massive improvements on my side from the offensive wrestling. But over here, look, he traps that arm straight away.
And then gets, and then you can see, so this is what I'm saying, you can see the blood's pouring out here. I'm pretty sure it's from either from the kick or from the slam. I don't think it was in the grappling exchange.
Yeah.
But let me just ask you that. When you realized you were bleeding, how did you feel?
Look, going into this fight, I knew I was going to bleed. I had a cut on the right eye coming in, and I figured that was going to open. Obviously hoping that it wouldn't. But when I realized that I was leaking, then game plan kind of just went out the window, and it's like, now we're going to fight. Now we're going to have a nice brawl.
Okay. So I think we'll just go a little bit forward.
Yeah, so I mean, he reversed me there, didn't really get anything with it.
Yeah. You see that blood's, I mean, it's definitely coming from the eye. Poured out quite a bit, and it seems the guys in the corner after the first seemed to have stopped it quite nicely.
They did a fantastic job.
So that was pretty good. But I mean, I think this is where I realized, oh shit, Joel switched on, and he's looking to absolutely make a statement because of what happens next. They land that left hook.
Yeah.
No, it's the next one. Check this.
Yeah, I think I'd throw a front kick here first, and then
look on that cut on Smith's face.
I think it landed, Not heavy, but
yeah. There you go. How's that then?
Knockdown.
Playing the jab, the gazelle hook gets a knockdown, and then you get some Tokyo drift through.
Yeah, I tried to not rush too much, but yeah, Tokyo drifted. It was as I was landing that right hand, I fell into him, and then I figured might as well go for the takedown.
Yeah, so I don't think you get the takedown here, but we'll just go
No, I
a little
didn't.
bit. We'll go a little bit forward. Just to the next, he ends the round on top. With the last 10 seconds, and then we
Let me
go
touch on that. So I think round one, yes, I'm leaking. We don't know where that's from. I definitely landed the bigger shots. I had the takedowns. Yes, he had the reversals, but he didn't do anything with it. So in my opinion, round one's definitely mine.
Okay, I agree with you on that. Plus the knockdown. I mean, yeah. And then we have a look. I think this is still the highlights. There's your slip. So we'll carry on. Here's round two. They're leading with the overhand right, which lands. And then this is beautiful. Another drop. There, Tokyo drift again.
Yeah, I was trying to look if it's near the vinyls of the branding, but that one it wasn't. So I don't know why I'm sliding so much.
I think it might be the shins because of the cotton. So I think it might be that. But if you have a look at this, I feel like you could have maybe gone for a finish with strikes if you didn't slip after this knockdown.
Yeah.
So I'll just play it again.
I didn't want to grapple, yeah.
Okay, sorry, it's doing the thing. We'll go back. So just watch it. So just watch how your feet slip off there.
Yeah.
I think that's unfortunate.
I completely lost balance. I wanted to keep it standing there because I knew I had him hurt.
Yeah.
Again, I'd been reversed, so over here I focused really well on trying to have the base and not get reversed. But eventually he does a good job on walking off the cage and getting something out.
Yeah, so we'll touch on this. You obviously couldn't hear me because I was a bit far from the cage. But what I'd like to see the next time you get someone in this situation is to drag their hips and their feet towards the center of the cage, and then it will stop this from happening.
So they can't walk it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what Dwayne was telling me to do. He said, turn his head to the cage, and you'll see I actually do the crossface here, and I do that. But I misunderstood that he actually wanted me to rotate his body.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so then obviously then it goes standing again. I think you guys are trading shots. I think he went for guillotine here, which
no, not yet. That's a little bit later on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the rest of the round. I mean, you guys are trading. You get takedowns. He reverses. You stand up. You trade. Same thing again.
Yeah.
I think here's where he goes for the guillotine.
Yeah. So I've actually got a Von Flu on here. And you'll see Bobby's asking him, is he okay? And he gives a thumbs up.
He gives a
so
thumbs up.
I see the commentators didn't pick up on that submission attempt.
No, but I think it was on because he lifts his hand and then I think you adjusted and then it eased up and then he went thumbs up. That's what it looked like to me from the side. But we'll just show that quickly. There's he's shot and he's definitely opening the neck up more, and there's your adjustment. So and then same thing as the first round. I think he reverses you here and ends on top.
Yeah, he does. And I actually just want to go over this here. If you watch this, there was I'm going to go. Said I did an illegal up kick. It was not an up kick; it's a push. So if you watch, my foot is on his chest the whole time. There's actually no impact.
Yeah, so I've got it here, so you'll see. So your foot's already on the chest here. You can see my cursor.
It's a push away. Bobby did raise that, hey, it may have been an up kick, and when I said no, Bobby, it was a push, he was happy with it, that being a push and not an up kick.
Okay, that's fair. So there it is there. So it's not an up kick, yeah. You'll see you already said that.
And I think also Reginald also acknowledged that because there was an impact.
No, 100%. And I mean, I think that's fair. And I think you do it in the third or... Yeah, you do it in the third where you push him off again. So you can see the difference between the up kick versus the push. I mean, if you want to see
your previous fight.
Yeah, those were up kicks. So I think that's fair. And then well, you dropped him
at the beginning.
Submission attempts, bit of damage. So yeah, I mean, in my professional opinion, because I am a professional judge, I would give it to you as well. There's no bias there. But yeah, round two was definitely yours. So in my mind, I thought you were up 2 here. And then just had it coast through. I don't know what Dwayne said to you in the corner, but I'm assuming it would have been something similar.
Yeah, I
And
think I asked Dwayne what we're looking at, and he was quite comfortable that I'd be up to.
okay.
So the game plan going into the third was just be smart and don't get finished. I
Yeah.
don't think I was that smart, but
Let's just go over this. This was basically the highlight from round two. The nice feint
yeah,
of the
carry
level,
on
and
watching if
then
there's another highlight that we missed.
oh yeah. Sorry, we'll show you that now. But that feint of that level, and then that right hand, boom.
Oh, beautiful right from Smith. That's the knockdown.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
So on the money there for Smith.
Yeah.
Again, also tripping again there. So.
It happens. Your hands were nice and up this fight, which
Yeah.
is a big improvement from our side. I'm pretty sure Cameron's going to be happy with that. So Cameron, when you watch it, let us know in the comments if Joel's hands being up is better or not. We'll see.
Yeah.
I think it's here. This is the one you're talking about.
Good shots from
Yeah.
Smith in that round. Some good takedowns. Oh,
How was that?
Ass kick round.
Bro,
Listen, I don't even know when or how or why I threw it because
let's just watch it again. Look, you do throw it on the bag sometimes in training, so it wasn't surprising to me when you decided to throw it.
go the neck. Some good
But like in a fight, how do you decide to do that? I think he's so lucky that he threw the kick and stopped your hamstring here. Otherwise, I feel like if that hit him on the chin cleanly, that would have been tickets. But why'd you throw that?
You know what it was? I think I wasn't worried about a takedown risk with him, so I
Okay.
knew I could throw a spinning technique. Look, ideally, I don't like to throw them because of the risk involved. I think he telegraphed that the kick was coming, and I figured I could get underneath it.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a pity over here that I end up on, like, I know it landed, it didn't land it too flush, but I mean, it does put him down. And then I land on top of him, and I don't know where he is.
Oh yeah, you
So,
should have done the other way around. I see that.
Yeah.
But
it's a
yeah.
fun one.
Okay, and then third round, we're just going to touch on basically the whole round, just on your bicycle, hands pretty much up, taking a little bit of damage, but
Yeah,
making sure
I
you
think
don't
I
get
got-
finished.
Yeah, I think I got 2 takedowns as well. I think he reversed the one.
Yeah.
And then I did that push away again to escape from that. But yeah, this round, all I wanted to do is see it to the end. I didn't have to do anything fancy. I just needed to make sure I.
And this is where you took the leg damage, eh?
This is where I took the leg damage. I saw the kicks coming. I was just too slow to check it. I mean, I was
Yeah.
absolutely gassed. I mean, having 2 fights in 2 weeks, being sick in between on antibiotics.
Yeah.
I didn't have much. I just needed to make sure that I saw it to the end of the round. This is my
100%.
first decision. I've
Yeah.
never been to decision before.
Yeah. And then I'm sure you've gone back and you've heard this one. I think it's a pretty funny comment, but
On this attempt, there's actually 2 takedown attempts in here. That's why it looks so long. But
Okay.
I knew that I had to get him on his back just to eliminate the threat of maybe getting that head kick KO that he was looking for.
okay. So, yeah, he has the comedy line.
counter. That could be. Ducks down and throws that overhand right.
Comes now, eh?
Good move from
Yeah, I think he comes
Tupac.
down.
Cutting off those angles again. A takedown attempt from a massive distance. Wow, Joel Smith dialed that in from Cape Town and came all the way to Pretoria to take Tupac down the third at 5 versus 5.98. I mean, came a long way for the takedown, but he got it.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I think touching on this just in the third, I think Reginald knew you were going to try solidify and take down. So I think that also made the takedowns more difficult. But yeah, it is what it is.
Completed it.
And then, you know what I wanted to see here? You swap your hips quite nicely.
I take mounts.
You take mounts very nicely. I was thinking you should have switched your hips the other way and just solidified side. You could have held it for a bit longer. But other than that, good fight, man.
Yeah.
So we go through there. Again, most of the reversals, by the way, were off the fence. So I mean, that's quite an easy fix. And then we'll just touch on this last 10 seconds. I mean, he definitely starts looking to put a statement on it.
Yeah. And he lands a good, I think, left hook in there as well.
Yeah, the right, left.
Yeah.
You throw back and then secures the takedown and then done. That's it. And this was interesting. We knew it was a close fight. Check both of you. Both of you
Same
on the
time.
cage at the same time.
Yeah.
The two players on the top of the cage also
Very, very
Sick
good
fights. And then obviously we'll go through the highlights. We knew it was close because the judges took their time.
Yeah.
I mean, all smiles in both sides. I mean, you guys knew you guys put on an absolute war. And then yeah, I'll just go a little bit forward to where Vessel calls it. I think it's here.
More than happy to prove wrong. Let's get the result from Vessel Fossa.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together one more time for these two legends.
Yeah, I'll give the guys a clap. Yeah, the commentator standing as well, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah. I only heard about it afterwards. But yeah, to have those commentators standing, I've done myself proud.
Yeah.
Judge 2 scores this bout 29-28 Smith. Judge 3 scores this bout 29-28, declaring your winner via split decision from the red corner.
There we go.
Yeah. Look, what was going through my mind over there when they announced that 29-28 to 2P, and then 29-28 my side. I knew it, obviously it's a split decision at that point.
Yeah.
But also being a qualified judge, I can't see how it was a split decision. I know angles and stuff make a difference, and I know it's the reversals which may have got him, but he didn't do anything with the reversals.
Yeah.
And I think that's the advantage of doing the judging and refereeing courses. You know the scoring criteria. So having the knockdown in round 1 and round 2, and having the takedowns, I knew I had those rounds. I knew I lost round 3. Round 3, actually, if I watch it back, was closer than what I thought in my mind. Because in the fight, I was thinking like, oh, I actually have to do something because this might be a 10-8, but it was far from a 10-8, especially with the 2 takedowns that I did get.
Yeah. And then just touching on this, I mean, I know I harp on you this a lot and you get annoyed, but how does it feel to fight going forward versus going backwards? Hey?
Yeah. It's a lot better going forward.
Yeah.
I think if you watch all of my previous fights, generally I strike going backwards. I'm actually more comfortable doing that. But the power delivery when you're going forward is just it's a lot more. And yeah, expect to see more knockdowns from the grappler.
100%.
Who needs a takedown when you can knock them down, eh?
100%. And I think that's it for this video. Stay tuned for our next one.